All right, no Jack this week, unfortunately, because he would eat this up. It had been 3 years since fans were threatening the producers over what they thought was an awful concluding season. For what it's worth, I thought it was all right. But after some classic gore, fire, and dragons, make no mistake about it, Game of Thrones is back.
So I tried to watch House of the Dragon, but I fell asleep like 20 minutes in, not because it was a bad show, just because I was so tired from the weekend. So I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I thought it was sick. Alex, were you ever a Game of Thrones fan?
Yeah, I got into it and rewatched it leading up to the last season and got disappointed a little bit. But
yeah,
I watched what is it, House of Dragon?
Yep.
I really liked it. Tough 15-minute scene in the middle.
I had to skip through it. I was like, come on,
dude.
I was like, I didn't sign up for this.
That's my take, and that's why going back to like Euphoria when we all were trying to watch that, I said it there too. Like I'm sick of being scarred involuntarily. Like I'm not gonna choose to continue to watch like really bad stuff sometimes.
Dude, how about The Boys? The first the scene of the newest season, I literally had to skip through. I was like, I can't. I was like, stop.
It's things like that there's scenes that. So I don't blame you. I watched most of it, but I skipped probably like the last few. I don't know. I pressed the skip forward button because when there's nothing but sound, it's not like there's dialogue or anything important. Like we know what's happening, and they just keep diving in, and you're like, all right, like
Zach Kelly. Zach Kelly's the type of dude who literally is watching it with people, and he'll pause it and rewind to make everyone watch the scene again.
My buddy had a good take. He's like, but that's how it happened often back then. I'm like, oh, I'm completely aware, but like, I'm just going back to if I can skip that and I don't have to see it, like choose to watch it, then yeah. So.
Right. I like know it happened. I don't have to see it. Zach's favorite scene, I think, was the one in Game of Thrones. I think it was the last season where that ginger chick all of a sudden turned into that ancient woman, and she was just like old as fuck, naked for like 10 minutes on the screen. An all-time favorite of Zach's. Brendan, Fetty Wap gets 5 years in prison. The latest.
Well, I saw he pleaded guilty to trafficking cocaine, which carries a minimum sentence of 5 years. Did they officially sentence him already?
No, I think I saw what you saw too, but I was like, damn. I thought my first reaction was, damn, is that in stone that he's like going to prison for at least 5?
I think so, because I saw like the report his lawyer put out, and his lawyer was also like, I want to make it very clear, like he is not working with authorities, like he's not basically like not ratting anyone out.
Interesting.
So to me, it sounds like, yeah, he's probably going to get at least that 5 years, maybe out early with like good behavior or something.
Right. Would you rather do, I've got a good would you rather here. Would you rather do 5 years in prison, aka what Fetty Wap might be doing, or would you amputate your pinky? Because I think I might be losing that thing. I couldn't do 5 years.
I'd amputate my pinky for sure.
I think my left pinky would go.
Yeah.
But like,
then I could just throw up 4s the entire time.
Yeah.
Prison scares me.
Depending the circumstances of prison, like if you're going in like Fetty is, and he probably has gang relations on the inside, like
yeah, like we wouldn't know anyone in there. We've been going in without any connects.
Yeah, and he probably wouldn't know anyone either, but like he'd have like respect just because he's a famous fucking rapper.
And he's not ratting on his case, so he can show everyone he's like, I'm in here doing it like for the fam. Yeah,
we're just some white dudes.
Yeah, right. We'll be trying to avoid someone's pocket. Like Blackbird, Jesus Christ, even that was a good look inside prison. How would this guy do in prison? Andrew Tate banned from social media. This kind of just like it was domino affecting while I was in Eminence, Missouri this past weekend with basically no service. But everyone just stepped up and said, nah, Where are we at on this? It's kind of crazy.
So he got banned from Andrew Tate. I think he got banned from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Was there any specific reason, like, or did they just all step up and like, fuck this guy, he's an idiot?
TikTok came out and said, hey, we're not going to like stand for this misogyny. Like they were really like, hey, we can't have this. But it was interesting because like people are losing their mind as he's trending on Twitter after he gets banned. And like, people are like, I don't know who Andrew Tate is, but my 12-year-old son does. It's like, and so people were like, wait, he's kind of like promoting shitty ass values to like young kids who are on TikTok. So they're like, I couldn't believe it. Like, it's this dude's now in the same breath as Trump, where they're like, he's dangerous.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I definitely think he's an idiot, and I don't agree with like anything he says, but also there is free speech too. So like, at what point do you draw the line of, and who gets, but I guess because it's a free country, they also reserve the right to kick off whoever the fuck.
And it's their platform. It's just crazy that like, they build this thing, these Silicon Valley tech giants, and all of a sudden they're like God, because it's such a monetized thing where YouTube's never going to go away. It's only going to get bigger, social media in general. And now they went from, probably trying to make their own living, create something for their friends, turns into a worldwide phenomenon. And now they have to make these like ethical decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I agree. It's like what Jake Paul kind of posted. It's like, hey, I don't agree with anything this doofus says, but why should he be banned? Like, and it's like, yeah, like we can all listen to Andrew Tate's, like, clearly it's so stupid. You got to realize that he is a fucking idiot, for what he's doing. Is it an act? I don't even know. But if it's not, yeah. But you should be able to, be able to parse through that. And I guess the other argument is maybe kids can't do that yet. I found it funny that like as it was dominoing and like every different app had to put out a statement. Yeah, Andrew Tate's been banned from this. Then the memes got out on Twitter. It was like Andrew Tate's been banned from Club Penguin. Andrew Tate's been banned from the Jeremy Renner app. I was losing it.
Did you see they shut down? I don't know if he did it or whatever that like Hustlers University is. That got shut down.
I didn't see that. But
and apparently there's no plans for it to come back, which there was like 100,000 people subscribed to it who paid, I think, $50 a month each, which is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I mean, that is so much money to lose at a snap of a finger like that.
And what he had a huge following on YouTube. He's getting money from that. He's getting money from, I guess he wasn't on TikTok, but what else too was like, did you see those videos where people were like day 20 of Hustlers University and it was actually showing you what it was? It was like money made, 0. It was just like, yeah, make sure to cold call. It was like that dude Big E, the insurance guy, just knocking on everyone's door. It's like, here's how to cold call.
Oh, dude, supposedly that company is somewhere between 300 and 350 million.
It's shut down. So like, does that freeze his assets? Like, who should I can only imagine this coming across like some like Nancy Pelosi's desk or something. It's like, hey, we got to look into this guy Andrew Tate on why. Oh, he says this about women. Oh. Well, speaking of, I guess, Congress, momentous day, right? Did you guys automatically check fucking, hey, is it wiped out already? 10K in student loan debt wiped out courtesy of the homie Biden. Where are we at on this? I saw someone with the hot take, one of my probably more conservative buddies, just going, hey, he basically was like, isn't this going to make the US dollar even more worthless? Is this going to cause inflation to get worse?
That's what I don't know the inner workings of like where the money's coming from. Who knows if this is already spent like in some other bill, like let's just say in the
printing.
Bill back.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'd love to get an expert's like who knows like economy that deep. Like, I mean, Brennan, you're probably the most in the numbers.
I was gonna say, like, I don't even know the inner workings of it. And it's like the annoying thing is it's so hard to get like the 100% truth behind it because so many people have political agendas that they leave out certain facts when they explain certain things. And I feel like you can never really tell, like where exactly the money is actually going to come from. I'm sure some of it's definitely being printed. I'm sure some of it is coming from bills that have already been passed and things like that. So,
but you're right, and it's how it's fed to you is so different. Like, shout out to mom because she called me. She's like, "Yo, do you got federal loans?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Did you hear?" And I'm like, "No." And she told me, and I was like, "That's sick. Like, okay,
Yes.
cool." But she was just like, like gave me the info one way, but then once I turned to Instagram later or like this afternoon, different accounts were pushing different opinions immediately, and like it's exactly like everything turns political. So
Yeah,
fucking
Ben
quick.
Geller probably had a field day today.
And like that's what like I said, I'd love to hear an expert's opinion on like how it'll affect our generation when we're 55, 60, if it's something new money or if it's already spent, whatever.
And it's like I'm wondering, like, are the loan, I guess, offices pissed or like, wait a second, what? You're just shooting into our business plan. I've got it's kind of shitty how they make money off the backs of kids wanting a future. But
well, and then like I thought I read something like there's already some limitation on it. Like if you have X amount or
it
less
gets
or X
taxed or
amount of
some shit. Yeah,
If
just don't.
If you make over $125,000 per year, it doesn't apply to you.
interesting.
Oh, okay. But like, so there you go. It's like, okay, well, when and how did we draw this line? I guess I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't make 125K. I wish.
Right.
Podcast produce that much though a month, right?
Yes. We're en route. I'll say that. Did you guys see this Apple security breach that like happened last week?
My mom texted me something about it. She's like, you need to update your phone.
Dude, incarcerated Bob of all people, this fucking Twitter handicapper.
ICP.
ICB, exactly. He retweets like randomly during the day. I can't believe I caught it. I was just like on the toilet or something. And it's like this Washington Post writer who's like, Apple is security breach. They're urging everyone to update all their devices immediately. I'm trying to go to the trending tab. I'm like, how is this not number one immediately? I'm scrambling, trying to find every single device I have, my goddamn watch, my AirPod Maxes. I'm updating everything. But yeah, I felt like it was a little bit low key than it had to be.
I know. I feel like there should definitely we should get a notification, like an Amber Alert on our iPhone.
Yeah, no kidding.
And
our
like, how does it's scary that a big company like Apple can.
I'm like signing my life away, guys. Terms and conditions.
You're updating right now. Yeah,
but you're freaking me out because you're like, dude. I mean, I got a credit card on my phone at least. I wonder what other bad stuff.
I store way too much shit on there. But it's fucked up that a big company like that can get a security breach. That like, who is breaching them? Like, I guarantee it's like some random ass nerd.
I've got a new life hack. Well, not really a life hack, but I discovered how lit the Delta Sky Lounge is. My Amex credit card was, like that was an upgrade perk I got. Beer and food are free, which I did not realize. So I almost enjoyed being there for hours, a couple movies. Like I almost, speaking of that 120K a month we're looking for, like I would almost still like flying first class and being in a commercial airport, and then I would flying private, in case we go down, there's more people around. The airport's kind of a scene for me. I like it.
Is it unlimited food and drinks?
Yes, I was, I don't know, like I was testing it, I'll tell you that much, but no, yeah, I think it was like, it was packed as all hell too. Like I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Darian's got her business like Amex card and like send me a photo from one. She's like, yo, you won't believe what this club's got. I was like,
dude, it's epic. Talk about perks.
Yeah.
So I did binge hella movies while I was traveling. I'm almost done traveling, God, and now I'm gonna bunker down for the fall. Have any of you guys seen Whiplash?
I love Whiplash. Yes,
I think I have.
Miles Teller.
Crazy, it was so good. Like, oh my God, J.K. Simmons' character.
Yeah,
he killed it.
That's a top 10 movie for me easily.
Totally. It's yeah.
Geez. I haven't seen it, so I guess
you should definitely watch it, Chris. You'd like it.
The only reason I gave it a 9 out of 10, Brendan, was because the ending. Like, I get it was an artful ending, but I was like, damn, it was because J.K. Simmons.
You weren't a fan of the ending?
Yeah, I don't know. It was it left me wanting more, or at least maybe another 10 minutes. But yeah, great movie. You should watch it.
I think that's definitely Miles Teller's best movie.
Yeah, and it was like it was.
I really like watching him, not just from the Top Gun. Obviously, like War Dogs was fun, but even some like you just said, like I haven't even heard of this, but I'm excited to watch him.
No, he's great in it too. And yeah, I was going back through like kind of his, timeline, and it was like Project X, where I think he played Miles Teller, right?
Did he?
Like actually him. His name was Miles at least. But that was like his first real credit. And then he was in what was that movie with Jeff Chang?
I'll figure this
It was
out.
another one of these party movies, like Turning 21 or something.
Oh, you're right. I think it was just like 21. Like
yeah, it was. That's another good one.
21 and over.
21 and over. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, Brendan, that's a good movie.
Okay, I need to watch that.
This is another great, like, I guess instead of like a early 20 teens comedy or late 2000s, this is more like a 2015.
Joey would consider that maybe a buddy romance.
A buddy romance.
Yeah, perhaps.
That's the guy from Pitch Perfect.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a feel-good movie, but it's funny, and it's like, it's a party movie too. It's solid.
And Miles plays like a key role.
Yes. I watched Uncharted. Nice ode to the video game. I thought it was cool, but it was totally like it was a kid's movie.
I was gonna say I heard that movie wasn't great.
Yeah, like I enjoyed it because it was like it's basically it was a Marvel movie, but like Mark Wahlberg had so many lame one-liners. It was hard to finish, but it did. It was a short movie.
Yeah.
Video game was awesome too, and I also like this video game, The Last of Us. Did you see HBO Max is coming out with a series?
Really?
Of The Last of Us. Ron,
like they've been pushing it too.
Yeah,
just like the Arctic scene or whatever.
Yeah, Ron from Parks and Rec plays like a key role in it. And yeah, it looks epic. It's a mini series, I believe, or maybe a TV series, but it should be dope.
Interesting.
You showed a scene that it was like, okay, HBO is going to have some really pretty like cinematography, I guess.
I think they're the GOAT. Like Netflix is probably number 2, but like HBO just puts out nonstop fire.
I agree. I think they're definitely the GOAT.
Like this last thing from me before we get to some substitute tea with Brendan D. Jack's not here, so we got to give you a suggestion as well. Brendan's all over us. I started the rehearsal last night. So fucking funny. I'm halfway through episode. It's Nathan for You. It's literally just a same thing, but it's like you cannot get more ridiculous than this show. Hey, give me money. I'm going to spend it on recreating exact models of full-scale buildings just to fuck with people I find on Craigslist. And it's great.
It's just ridiculous. I've honestly only seen the first 2 episodes. I need to watch the rest of it now, but I do think Nathan for You is definitely funnier, but this is more ridiculous. He has a massive budget for this.
Crazy.
It's just stupid.
And but he earns it.
That's what I was gonna say. They saw what he could do with Nathan for You, so they're probably just like, here's as much money as you want.
Well, it's crazy how he kind of went from, I just looked it up. He's 39, and like, Nathan for You is the first time I kind of knew of him, and that was like Comedy Central. And you look back at like Stephen Colbert, these guys going from Comedy Central to CBS, and like Nathan for You going from Comedy Central to HBO and getting that huge ass budget.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to the tea, some substitute tea here, Brennan. We'll keep it short and sweet this week. Good to be back on a nice schedule here with the boys.
Yeah, this will definitely be short because I didn't have much to begin with, and we already covered some of it.
I'll try and help you out, but I also got like a babble. So
okay, cool.
You'll bring us home then.
Yep. All right, so the first thing I have is that, and I was reading more today, and I've seen kind of mixed reports as to what's going on, but apparently Colombia, the country, is looking at legalizing or decriminalizing cocaine. Kind of a known fact that Colombia probably has the best cocaine in the world. But I was reading further today that apparently their government is now shutting it down. So who knows exactly, but that would be pretty crazy if the country just legalized it. I'm sure a lot more people would start traveling there, maybe.
That, and I wonder if the cartel like put a shit ton of pressure on the government because they're like, hey, this would totally wipe out our entire business, and we're not going to have that happen.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely don't want that to happen. So
Because
I'm
like
sure
it's interesting, here like with marijuana, like everyone knew a weed dealer in high school or college, like that. All these states making it legal. I imagine kind of wiped out their business, right?
It
Um,
Oh
will.
yeah.
yeah.
All right. What I have next is Dennis Rodman says he is traveling to Russia to free Brittany Griner.
Yes.
I
All
need a
is safe.
I need a documentary crew following. He's
Wait,
going to end up getting arrested and getting
is he
some more years in prison than Brittany Griner is.
is he boys with Kim Jong?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, no
So,
kidding. Because
I
he's
kinda-
not strapped up with the hash.
He's gonna forget he has hash in his bags, and he's gonna arrive to fucking
Then
Russia.
Putin's gonna be like, "Nah, you're all right." And everyone's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck?"
No, but we need a documentary crew or something following him because that's
You know
That's
how
interesting.
Putin handed the soccer ball to Trump? Well, if we get like some sort of media where he's handing a basketball to Dennis Rodman.
Right. Yes. Here. Thank you. At least he's doing the Lord's work. I'll tell you that much. Dennis
That's
is
He's trying.
he's bringing her
yeah,
home.
social
Braver
rights
than me.
activist. If I was HBO, I'd be shelling out money to make a fucking.
I'd send Nathan Felder with him or Fielder.
Yeah, yeah. That would be great. Honestly, I only have one more thing here that we haven't talked about yet. And that is Snoop Dogg is releasing his own cereal called Snoop Loops. And they look to just be like Fruit Loops, but they've also got marshmallows in them.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
I wonder how big of a seller those will be.
However much money you can get there. Hey, what do you make about the Migos drama going on right now? Have you seen some of that, Brennan?
Is it with like Offset and not being friends with like Quavo and Takeoff now?
Well, apparently it was like, yeah, they've been trying to downplay rumors that they're breaking up, and now apparently Offset like is going at the co-founder of their label because he wants his solo career music. I guess he doesn't have all the rights because it's all tied up in Migos.
Okay.
People
No, I
are kind of
haven't
like
seen that.
shit. That would be a disappointing day.
It would be. I do think Offset is my favorite though. So
I lean Takeoff, but then Quavo for features.
Yeah.
They're all great, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, would hate to see him break up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I had for the tea.
Good stuff. Brendan subbing in here. We'll get Jack back next week. Alex, take us home. What do we got this week?
When do you guys remember learning that Santa wasn't real?
Today.
Yeah, I found it out on my own kind of. I basically kind of just put two and two together. I remember.
Okay. Do you? Dylan?
I remember vividly like staying up believing in Santa, but I think it was just a part of age where it's like same thing with the Tooth Fairy. You're kind of just like, oh wait, it's you guys.
Yeah.
Like neither of you guys were like devastated
Like
or
shell shocked? No. I was kind of like, hey, are the presents still
No.
coming?
I think
That's
when
what-
you figure it out on your own, it's not as devastating as if like someone like were to tell you and you had
Right.
no.
Yeah, like exactly.
How long did you guys and what traditions did you keep up with? Like, did you guys actually put out milk cookies? Did you put out carrots for the like
Both of me too. Damn, we're all
Yeah,
some
put out
humble
milk and
folk.
cookies in the kitchen, and then carrots in the backyard for the reindeer.
Yep.
Did you lay out like in the backyard?
Yeah, yeah.
Some actual deer probably came and ate it. It was like it helped out. Yeah. Did
But-
you guys ever get? I think my dad gave me one year coal, like actual coal, as a joke in my stocking.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I never actually got that, but I think I'm gonna tease my kids so hard. I went to this kid's birthday party and his like dad did one of those like probably 20 different boxes down to like some nice jewelry or something, but it was just
Damn.
I was like,
Oh,
I'm
right.
done.
You keep fucking unboxing it,
Yeah, like I love those joking
fucking with
kids,
people.
too. Yeah.
All right, good stuff this week, guys. We keep it short and sweet. Football season starts this weekend. I know I sent it to you, Brennan. I'm trying to do a big pool. It's kind of cool what you do. It's totally free to sign up. This company that reached out to me, they've got a cool platform. You basically, if you like betting, maybe if you like betting but don't want to risk the money, sign up and we'll compete against each other and try and get a big group. And it's like the biggest bankroll at the end of the season. We'll do a big cash, couple $100 prize. So look out for that.
Should we? This is just an open topic, I guess. Comment wherever you find this podcast or something. Reach out if you want. But I was wondering, do you think we should start a Discord or anything to like communicate with any fans? Like, shall there be any questions or suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, like usually, like I'm not big on Discord, so I don't know, but like
I don't know
I was
either.
gonna say I don't even know how Discord operates.
right.
But I thought about that just now. So, anyways, we'll talk
I've thought
that.
about like Patreon too, and it's like I don't know. I'm not gonna ask people to pay for stuff. Like I like you guys showing support, obviously, and supporting the people that support us, but like I'm not for putting us the content behind a paywall. Just to get a
Sure.
cheap buck.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
hope you guys in the audience appreciate that as well. We'll be here for you each and every week. All right, appreciate it, guys. Talk to you next week.
So, yeah.